across the land. Sancho grips the metal band. Wheels spinning, skies ablaze, chasing dreams through fire.
Hi, now welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be having a look at this. It's Yamaha's Tracer 900 GT. It's yet another bike in the Yamaha range that makes use of the, well, I can only say outstanding 900cc triple engine, the CP3. As you know from previous reviews, I've been a great fan of the XSR 900 GP, and obviously recently I've had the MT09 automatic as well. But this is a slightly more kind of touring, long distance bike in the offering in the lineup. So I'm sorry it's a bit dark in here, it's a bit windy outside, so I didn't want to lose sound with the wind in the microphone. So let's get the bike outside, let's have a bit of a closer look at what it's got to offer, and let's see how it performs, how it's been over the last 2 weeks of using it as my daily rider, and also just getting out and about and enjoying it. Let's have a closer look.
Press launches are lovely. Sunshine in Spain, grippy roads, perfect corners, and bikes that never see a wet day until the first unlucky British owner rides them home from a dealership in a drizzle. But that's not the real world. The real world is drizzle, outside Crawley, a sunny afternoon through the Surrey Hills, or a sweaty commute into Reigate with the sun glaring and traffic snarled. That's the world I put the 2025 Yamaha Tracer 9 GT through for 3 solid weeks. From Haywards Heath mornings to Reigate evenings, detours through the Downs and long stretches on the M23. I tested it the only way that matters, as a bike you actually live with. After clocking up the miles in the dry, the wet and everything in between, I can tell you this. Yamaha's latest Tracer isn't just competent, it's bloody brilliant. First, a word on looks. The Tracer 9 has always had a bit of a Marmite face. Some saw the old twin TFT screens and angular fairings as clever, others as cross-eyed. Yamaha clearly listened, because the 2025 model is sharper, cleaner, and somehow more mature. The front end is all business. Slim LED headlights framed by aggressive daytime running lights that make it look like a hawk squinting at prey. The bodywork flows neatly into a midsection that doesn't look bloated, even with pannier rails fitted. Around the back, the LED tail light keeps things tidy, and with panniers off, it looks surprisingly compact for a sports tourer. It's not shouty like a Ducati or angular like a KTM. Instead, it has that quiet confidence of a bike that knows what it's capable of, and sort of understated aggression. On a hot June afternoon, parked outside of a White Line in Dorking, I had 3 separate people walk over, nod and ask, "Is that the new Tracer?" Well, that is approval earned in my books. So, let's get to the heart of the matter. The CP3 engine, 890cc, 117 brake horsepower at 10,000 RPM, 93 Newton meters of torque at 7,000 RPM. Top speed, well, that's knocking on the door for about 140 mile an hour, and of course that's indicated on a private road officer. Acceleration is about 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds, and a roll on 40 to 80 mile an hour in fourth in an effortless 3 seconds. But figures only tell you so much. The feel of this triple tells you the rest. At low revs, it's calm, smooth, almost docile. Crawling through Crawley's stop-start traffic, you can trickle at 25 mile an hour in third, no snatch, no grumble. But twist the throttle past 4,000 RPM and something changes. The exhaust note deepens, the engine tightens, and suddenly you're pulling hard. Not like a twin with all its grunt at once, and not like a screaming 4 that needs the entire red line all the time, but with a perfect wave of torque and eagerness that never seems to end. By 7,000 RPM, the CP3 is howling properly. Roll on in third, leaving Turner's Hill, and you'll feel that addictive rush. It's smooth, it's urgent and linear. It's fast without being intimidating, and it has that rare quality. You can enjoy it whether you're pushing on or just cruising. Overtakes are where this engine shines. Sitting behind a divering SUV on the A24, no problem. One downshift with a quick shifter, crack it open, and you're past before you've even thought about it. 2 up with panniers on the A272 near Cowfold, same story. Loads of shove and it's never strained. And the soundtrack, Yamaha has given it just enough growl without being antisocial. On the overrun there's a faintest hint of a crackle, and it's enough to make you grin, but not enough to annoy your neighbours. This is one of the best engines in motorcycling today. A masterpiece of balance between character, usability and performance. Now, all the engine in the world is useless if the chassis can't keep up. Thankfully, the Tracer 9 GT doesn't just keep up, it flatters. The frame is stiff enough to feel precise, but not so sharp that it jars on real British tarmac. The wide bars give you leverage to throw it around side to side, and the whole bike feels far lighter than its 212 kg weight suggests. Filtering through Reigate High Street, you'd swear it's 20 kilos lighter. Okay, it's not as live as the MT or either the XSR or either of the XSR models, that's the XSR or the XSR GP. I'm yet to try the R9, and that's a big hint to Yamaha, but it doesn't feel quite as live as them, but it's still pretty good. The real magic is in the KYB semi-active suspension. It reads roads and adjusts stamping in real time. Hit a nasty pothole just outside Hawley, the forks soften instantly and it saves your wrists. Tip into a fast left-hander near Box Hill, the shock firms up, keeping you level and planted. It's not marketing hype, it really works. And it makes a Tracer feel like two bikes in one, a comfy commuter and a taut sports tourer. The brakes are equally confidence-inspiring with twin 298mm discs with radial calipers at front. Bite is strong, but the lever is progressive, so you never feel like you're about to lock up. The rear brake, often an afterthought on many bikes, is genuinely useful here, perfect for tightening your line mid-corner or balancing low-speed manoeuvres. With Bridgestone T32 tyres, grip is superb. Dry, wet, hot, cool, they just work. Even leaned over on damp back lanes north of Horsham, I never had a moment. Electronics-wise, Yamaha have caught up with the best. The Tracer 9 GT boasts a 7-inch TFT display. It's bright, it's crisp and customisable. You can split layouts to show sat-nav prompts, trip info and rider mode all at once. Ride modes are the usual: Sport, Street, Rain and Custom. Sport sharpens the throttle and firms the suspension. Rain softens everything for slippery mornings. Street is the sweet spot. Not wanting to be left out, there's traction control, slide and lift control, all lean sensitive, unobtrusive and adjustable. They cut in smoothly and never jarringly. A nice party trick is the electric screen. With a button press it glides up or down. On the M23, screen up, absolutely calm bubble. In town, screen down, cooling airflow. There are two USB ports, one tucked neatly under the TFT, one in a weatherproof cubby on the right hand side of the fairing, perfect for phone and nav charging. Connectivity, well, you've got Yamaha's ride control app which pairs easily, and nav prompts are clear, phone integration is slick, and you don't need a PhD in Bluetooth to make it work. It's a properly sorted package, not gadgetry for the sake of it, just stuff you'll actually use every ride. Out on the road, crawling through Haywards Heath traffic, the Tracer is civilised, light clutch, smooth throttle in street mode, and a balance that makes U-turns painless. Mirrors are clear enough to spot buses sneaking up behind you, and filtering, well, that's easy, even with panniers fitted, they don't stick out beyond the bars. Motorway and dual carriageway, M23 cruise control set at 75 mph, screen up, absolute bliss. The CP3 ticks along nicely at around 5,000 RPM, keeping the fairing keeps a blast off your chest, and the saddle is comfy enough that you're not shifting about after an hour. Crosswinds, barely noticeable, it's rock solid, and the adaptive suspension keeps things planted, even over expansion joints. On B roads, this is where it really sings. The stretch from Linfield to Turner's Hill, or from Dorking out towards Cold Harbour, it's pure joy. Roll into a corner, feel the suspension settle, and roll out on a wave of torque. The wide bars give you leverage, the tyres dig in, and the CP3 roars. It feels alive and eager and playful, like a sports bike that decided to grow up and carry luggage. As for commuting, I do a commute from Haywards Heath to Reigate. This route sums it all up. town manners in Hoseath, stability and calm on the A23 and through the country lanes, filtering ease through Crawley, and finally the long crawl into Reigate, where the smooth throttle and comfy ergonomics stop you hating life. It's a journey that could be soul-crushing on the wrong bike, but on the Tracer it just flows. Also, it's great on the more, well, how can I describe it, scenic and fun route home. After dark, the headlights are so good you'd swear you were riding a floodlight from Wembley Stadium. Also, the lights turn with you, nothing new in a car, but game-changing for me on a bike. I've not experienced that before. From a comfort and ergonomics perspective, the seat is broad, firm, in the right way that is, and shaped so you're supported without being locked in one position. The riding triangle is spot on, upright, relaxed and natural. At 5'10", I never once felt cramped. Taller riders will be fine, shorter ones too. Yamaha really nailed the ergonomics here. The bars are wide enough for control, but not so wide you clip mirrors in town. The electric screen deserves another nod. It's brilliant. At full height, motorway calm. At low, cooling airflow. The adjustment range is wide enough to make a real difference. This is a bike you could do 400 miles on in a day and still want to ride the next morning. The pillion perch is generous, flat and well padded. Grab handles are solid and foot peg position avoids the knees in your ears and seating position from a Kuma Satra. With panniers on, your pillion still has space. Suspension automatically adapts so the bike never feels wallowy, and feedback from the back was clear. It was comfy, it was stable and easy to trust, which is frankly all you can ask for. The panniers themselves are excellent. They're 30 litres each, full face helmet fits, easy on and off so they don't upset balance or width. Add an optional tank bag and you've got a touring setup that will swallow Europe. They just, well I must admit, they just take a bit of getting used to opening. Fuel economy averaged about 54 miles to the gallon, giving a real world 200 to 210 mile tank range from the 18 litre fuel tank. It could be a touch more, but it's enough for touring without constant fuel stops. My test period in May, June gave me both ends of a British weather stick. Hot days with screen low, airflow cool, no heat trapped behind the fairing. Rain, fairing deflects water well, shoulders and helmet get wet, but chest and knees stay surprisingly dry. In the wind, stable even in strong crosswinds on the A264. No nasty buffeting with screen up at all. It's a true all-weather machine. So, I suppose living with it after 3 weeks. The Tracer 9 GT is easy to park. It's got a side stand which is solid and the centre stand is standard. The pannier latches are a bit fiddly with thick gloves. The mirrors vibe slightly at 80 mile an hour, but not enough to annoy me. The quick shifter is sublime once warm and it's a bit clunky when it's cold. And the service interval is at 6,000 miles, so that's absolutely no fuss at all. It's a bike that, well, it just works. No drama, no quirks to learn, just competence and character. As for rivals, well, there are a few. You've got the BMW F900XR, that gets a premium badge, and it's pricier though, with options, and it produces less torque. You've got the Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro, that yet again is a triple charm. It's more adventure kind of style, but it's pricier. You've got the Suzuki GSX S 1000 GT Plus. It's got a sharper engine, it's less comfy and it's got a smaller tank. You've got the Kawasaki Versys 1000S, that's plush, it's heavier and it's an old school inline 4. And of course you've got the Ducati Multistrada V2. It's absolutely gorgeous, it's Italian, but it's pricier to buy and run. And of course you've got the same offerings from KTM and of course a smattering from Honda too. But if you ask me, the Yamaha strikes the best balance. It's sporty enough, it's comfy enough and fully equipped, and it's keenly priced. On the subject of price and warranty, you're talking about just over £14,000, so £14,354 on the road. Warranty gets you 2 years unlimited mileage and you get 1 year roadside assist alongside it as well. Now, considering you get the panniers, semi-active suspension, all the electronic gubbins and that CP3 engine, I think it's cracking value. So my verdict of it, I suppose it is a great bike. The 2025 Yamaha Tracer 9 GT is one of those rare bikes that does everything well and makes you want to ride it all day, every single day. It commutes without complaint, it tours with ease, it scratches on B roads with grin-inducing eagerness, it carries luggage and passengers in comfort, and it does it all with a characterful engine, proper suspension and kit that actually works. No, it's not perfect. The fuel range could be 20 miles longer, the mirrors could be clearer, but those are minor niggles in an otherwise superb package. So overall, yeah, I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. If you want a bike that can handle everything life throws at it, and from drizzle on the motorway and sunshine through country back lanes, this bike, it really is it. It ticks all the boxes really well. Yeah, I admit I'm a bit more of a sports bike rider, but I was seriously impressed by this bit of kit, and I really recommend you go and have a look.